Hi guys, today we have with us Mr. Bhavin Shah. He is the director and CEO of Education World, India's leading education magazine, where he closely tracks and shapes conversations around school education, policy, quality, and innovation. He brings deep insights into what truly defines impactful and future ready education in India. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much for the introduction.
So, sir, the first question is as the CEO of Education World, what major changes do you believe Indian education must adopt immediately to stay relevant for future?
One of the most important thing in education where educators, parents, students who are chasing after grades or marks, that has to change because by now it is established that only marks do not make you a great character or builds your great future. uh, the holistic way or the holistic nature of education probably is missing. We use this word often, but in real sense, that culture of holistic is what India has to adopt, and the Indian knowledge system, which was right from the Gurukul time till what we have learned, is something has to be adapted by each and every educator, and this is a very important and serious so-called business. It's not something that you just have to donate money and establish an institute. Your daily involvement through the Indian knowledge system is going to change the landscape of education in India.
Rightly said, sir. Sir, beyond ranking and board results, what truly defines the quality of a school or education institution today?
See, obviously, as a barometer is concerned, when you're really doing good, uh, for anyone who has to understand, ranks are very simple. So you're ranked number one, so people say, hey, look, you guys, either the kid is really good, either the institute is good, because that's eventually the barometer of whatever you're doing. But having said that, one has to understand how to interpret that so-called rank. Say, for example, you are ranked by a Timbuktu so-called express, and people say, "Hey, look, you're doing good." Sorry, you have to go and check what are the credentials of the people who are doing this ranking and how they are doing it. Moreover, for education institute, is very very important that they have to develop an acumen above ranking, because ranking could be one mere aspect of or the attribute of what you're working. Most importantly, when you rise up to the ranking, is to ensure that anything and everything that you're delivering in education are also linked with values, not by mere grades.
So that was very insightful. Sir, platforms like ESFE Educational Expos aim to spark meaningful dialogues in education. How do you think such forums contribute to improving awareness, accountability, and innovation in the education ecosystem?
ESFE has started this initiative. I congratulate them. What I want to primarily convey, do anything and everything that happens in education has to have a purpose and has to have like meaning. What I say is, it has to have a meaningful purpose for whomsoever is entering it. This is not a consumer business, so it's not a transactional saying. I bought a product, I came into an exhibition, I spoke something, and it was transactional and it got finished. These are deep thinking that is needed. Many of them who are going to come in, probably they are going to have the opinion saying, hey, look, I went to an exhibition, I got a furniture or I got something by way of a book, and I felt that this is good. I think so there is no rationale behind any learning that is happening. So I believe platforms like ESFE, or for that matter, Education World, we should collaborate together. There has to be good, credible content that has to be delivered, because it's our responsibility. When it comes to education, I can't just saying, come to me and I'll make your kid Einstein. And people say, okay, go to Bhavin Shah and the kid is going to become an Einstein. It cannot happen in that way. So what you need to build is a community where like-minded people, intellect, government, all strands, corporates, everyone come together and bring credibility to such platforms, by which we are not been distorted by anything and everything that comes on our path, but all the things that are been needed to develop an education institute or a future of a kid is available with a reason and with a purpose, and that should be the purpose of a platform like ESFE exhibition or anything that we are developing in education.
Very apt, sir. Sir, any three changes that you feel should be incorporated into our education system immediately?
Uh, One first important part is, please do not go only on tangibles, that is only the brick and mortar or the cosmetic one. Please look at something which is outcome based. Second most important is probably, it's been like century that an invention nature in education has come up. Do you recall anyone by way of an inventor who would have, while they would have pursued education, would have done any invention? So it's high time that the Indian knowledge system has to come up, and students or the students who are absorbing education should be inventors. And third and most important aspect that is there in our soil is the entrepreneurial nature of India. And probably in education we are completely missing, because we have become like very, we have a very myopic view of something which we want to secure as just as a job. So to become a world leader, and probably the vision of our PM and with Viksit Bharat in mind, the entrepreneurial nature in education has to immediately kick in, because this is only going to make our demographic dividend as Viksit Bharat.
Sir, coming to my last question. Sir, according to you, what is an element that ESFE has which other expos don't?
See, to be honest, and very candid reply, and I was just having a chat earlier with the founders saying the platform is good because it has attracted good people, but now you have got a mandate to do it well. So if I'm walking through a so-called exhibition where there are various players, I'm sorry, I'm not able to figure out that tomorrow, if at all I want to develop a good education institute, or if I'm a teacher, I'm looking at a learning resource. First, an interaction has to happen saying, what am I looking for? So it's platform like ESFE has done a good attempt, I think. So more synchronized way, if everything has been delivered, the experiences can really make a good impact. And this is where I think so we all are responsible for, and we should come together to do a meaningful impact. And ESFE has started this initiative. We'll be happy to do more impactful work in coming time and regularly.
Thank you so much, sir. It was very nice to have you here. We are very delighted. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.